Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video for Amped Gaming. Today me and James are playing a bit of Call of Duty Ranked Play. I have not uploaded a video in a while. I understand that, and I am very sorry. But I've been doing some things. Some things, indeed. That basically I've been working out what kind of shows I should start putting up, because I need a weekly like a weekly show, and I have actually missed what have I missed? I missed like 2 days, I think I missed like 2 days anyway, but I need to like catch up on the video, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm on Skype with Joel from there, so hang on, I just need to talk to him. Not much, I'm just recording a video. So me and James are on Rank Play on Solar S&D, which is Search and Destroy. Today's, which should have been out actually on a Tuesday. Today's video is it is the what is it today? Talk Show Tuesday. That's what it is today. Basically, today we just talk about the news, like what's in the news for gaming. So I have a couple of sources like written down that I wanted to talk about today. With Joel. And you guys. So the first up on the list that I actually wanted to talk about was a review of Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, the Bright Lord. That's where I want. Wow, okay, we just sort of won already. So there's a lot of people been saying that this is a good DLC. It basically lets you play as Celebrimbor, the great elven king of the Second Age, and face the Dark Lord Sauron and the might of his forces. Basically, you use new abilities to dominate Sauron and retrieve the One Ring in order to take control of Middle-earth. So basically, it lets you fight Sauron. IGN have given it a rating of 6.8, which is like an okay rating. But like the community has given it an 8.5 rating, which is, you know, great. And I think it's a different DLC. I mean, from what other Lord of the Rings games have given us. I mean, there's not been a lot of Lord of the Rings games that have been great, but there's been one or two that's been quite good. Yeah. The Third Age was terrible. It was just yeah. It was a bad game. The strategy Lord of the Rings game was okay. It was a decent game, but wasn't really. Fuck, I just got owned. But I think this could be a pretty good DLC. I mean, I'll put links in the video from where you can view these reviews. I'll put the links in the video, so you can see the reviews and where they're at. You can take a judge on yourself. You can watch the trailers. This guy aim is terrible. Oh, come on. Alright then. Well, I think, I mean, if I had to go on what I thought of Shadow of Mordor, the game, then it was pretty fucking amazing. It was a damn good game. I mean, I think this DLC would be a pretty good. I think it would be a pretty good DLC. I also know that people who have played Shadow of Mordor, all together they've killed 5.65 billion Uruks combined, all of us combined. And I think alone in my like playthrough I killed like 1,000 in mine. Wow, that guy, he kills me in one bullet all the time. James was there with me, just watching me die. Thanks, James. didn't even kill him. He didn't even chase him. He's just camping in a corner with an AK-12. James, he's behind you. He killed her. He killed one guy. Anyway, he finally killed the guy that killed me. Right, so that's the Shadow of Mordor DLC talked about. Let's talk a bit about Dying Light. I mean, it's been good things and bad things about this game. People say it's too much like Dead Island. People are saying it's the better version of Dead Island. I think this is my opinion on the game. I think it's fucking amazing, to be honest. IGN have given it an 8.5 rating, and the community have given it an 8.7 rating, and they are both great ratings. So basically, what's the game about? That's basically what we're going to talk about. So it's a first-person action survival horror game. You must use your powers really well. You must use your power. You must use everything in your power to survive until the morning's first light in a vast open world filled with danger. The gameplay changes throughout the day. Basically, in the daytime, you'll traverse through rooftops, do side quests, just a usual zombie game. And then in the night, it kind of changes. The zombies become crazy. It's kind of like a Dead Island routine. Not Dead Island routine, sorry, a Dead Rising routine, where in the day they're normal, and then come the night time they're psychotic. Let's put it to that. There was a guy over here that I'm trying to find. I mean, the guy didn't. There he is. There we go. We got him. You'll have to basically. It basically is an expansive urban environment, and it's overrun by a vicious outbreak. Basically, you scavenge the world for supplies, and you have to craft weapons to defend against the growing infect population. And then at the night, the hunter becomes the hunted, as the infected become aggressive, more dangerous, more frightening as the predators, which only appear after sundown. And they are psychotic, basically. There's a very, very vicious predator that comes out in the night and he hunts you down. Like a bitch. He definitely does hunt you down, indeed. It's a good game. I mean, I enjoy it. I've enjoyed the walkthroughs I've watched of it. I haven't played it. I'm planning on getting it because it looks like an amazing game. The co-op looks pretty good in it. I mean, I've heard there's like 1 or 2 glitches in there, but they're like minor glitches, which is fine with me. I mean, I really don't care about glitches. No, you can, like Joel just said, you can never have perfect games. But it's perfect compared to what Assassin's Creed Unity is. That guy just fucking slaughtered me. How did he do that? Yeah, it's a pretty bad game. Yep. Yep. It's a very poor game. I mean, I played it. I couldn't play it. It was that bad. I really couldn't play it. Yep. I want to talk about the crafting system in Dying Light. Very similar to Dead Island. What I've seen of it, it's very, very similar to Dead Island. But you go around, you find parts for a weapon. Once you find the parts, I think you also have to find blueprints. I'm not quite sure with that, but I've heard that you do. I don't know how accurate that is, but there's a big range of crafting components in this game. Like, it goes through you go throughout the game by searching the world, like through chests, vehicles, toolboxes, and like various other containers. And like crafting components you can find are like alcohol, batteries, chemicals, duct tape, electronics, a gauze, household supplies, metal parts, nails, plastic, power cable, string, tin can, toxic lichen, underwater algae, common plant, fluorescent mushrooms, blade, hunter gland, bolter tissues. I mean, those are just like a few of the crafting components to the game. There's a lot more, and the weapons you can create are fucking insane. There's so much. You can craft consumables. You can craft throw-in items, throwing knives, like maybe throwing axes. You can have weapon upgrades, which was also in Dead Island. You could upgrade a weapon. It's like an enchant kind of thing, and you could upgrade it for like a lightning kind of weapon. So you could have fire weapons, electric weapons, all those kind of stuff. And that was pretty good. I mean, the crafting system of Dead Island was great. They definitely perfected the crafting system on that game. It was pretty good. It was pretty great for a zombie game. There's one game that this Tony kid loves camping in corners. There's one game that I find that can always master everything, and that is Dead Rising. The Dead Rising games are just amazing. So you can also craft medkits. So like the effect of these is restore like 100 health and stamina. Like you could, like, the required materials for this could be alcohol, one alcohol and like one gauze. And then the recipe will unlock when you unlock you unlock recipes when you progress through the story. Story missions, side quests, when you unlock new skills, all that kind of stuff. I think they're quite good. I mean, the medkit would probably be as soon as you finish the first mission. I'm expecting that to be when you unlock it. You can have like grappling hook, shields, firecrackers, molotovs, throwing knives, throwing stars, burning throwing stars, exploding throwing stars, freezing throwing stars, flares, shrapnel grenades, freeze grenades, toxic grenades, shrapnel trap bomb, airport security, which is basically a electric charge with, it's like the base weapon would be a police baton, crowbar, military shovel, an all-in-one, all-purpose toxic striker, all these kind of badass things that you would love to have. I'd said 2 elite items in my what do you call it? Can't even remember what it's called. Yay me! What are they called? I can't even remember what they're called, dude. Yes, Joel. Yes, I have gone through all of season 2 of The Walking Dead. That's what I'll say. It wasn't as good as the first series, but I liked it. Yeah, Lee was awesome. You can't replace Lee. I mean, you played Clementine, which was good, but it wasn't great. Yeah. 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 Walking Dead Season 2. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. So, they are making a third one. They're in the middle of making the third series. There is also, right, now listen to this. They have released, the people who made Dying Light Techland have revealed a £250,000 collector's edition for Dying Light. £250,000. You get zombie survival parkour lessons. You get a custom built zombie proof shelter. I'll tell you exactly what you get. 2 Razer Tiamat headphones. You get a trip to Techland Party with Steve the Zombie Consultant plus dominate our devs in a rigged Be the Zombie match so you can brag to your friends. Branded night vision goggles plus adult diapers for Dying Light night gameplay. Human-sized volatile figurine to deter human raiders. 4 signed steel Xbox One copies of Dying Light and your face in the game. A photo of your face skinned onto your Night Hunter character. You get an actual building, though. Yeah, you get an actual custom-built zombie-proof shelter. It looks pretty good. I mean, if I was on like 80k a year, I'd fucking buy it. But I'm not on 80k a year. I mean, that's like $432,000 off my head. So all of you from the US, think about that. These guys are fucking me up. I'll also put the link for this this collector's edition, so everybody can have a look at that. If I was a billionaire, I would. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't think twice about getting it. If I was a billionaire. Even if I was a millionaire, I wouldn't get it. I'd have to be a fucking billionaire. You know, it's £250,000. That is a fucking lot of money, man. Like, Saints Row 4 released a £1,000 video game, which £1,000 is a lot of money, but £250,000. That's fucking insane. It's nuts. That is fucking unbelievable. No problem. We got a couple more things to talk about. I'm also doing a let's play on Call of Duty today, so I won't spend too long doing this, but I will I will hurry it up. So what are we on now? We're on like 17 minutes, almost 18 minutes. I want to talk about, what do I want to talk about next? This I got a list here of things I want to talk about, and I can't. Right, let's talk about Evolve. IGN have given it a rating of 9.0. That combines as an amazing rating. The community have given it a 6.7, which is an okay rating. You know, there's a big difference. There's like 3 monsters: the Goliath, the Crack, and the Wraith. Basically, it's the creators of Left 4 Dead, this gamers, and it's like 4 human players, and you basically you're hunters, and you are looking for the monster, which is either the Goliath, the Crack, and the Wraith. I think the Goliath is the first monster. I think you can like upgrade your monster when then it comes the Crack, and then you upgrade again, it becomes the Wraith. You know, it's a big difference from IGN giving it a 9.0 to the community giving it a 6.7. You know, that's a big difference. Hello, Joel. I'm on about what do you call it? Evolve, what it's called. That game. It does have a lot of various controversy around the game. I mean, I'm not a particular Evolve fan from what I've seen. I mean, I watched like, I think it was in E3. I watched the review of it. I watched the actual gameplay footage that they did for it. It was not great. From what I saw, it was not great at all. You know, everybody's giving it like an 8 or a 9, but then Like Eurogamer's giving her 3 out of 5. Games Radar's giving her a 3.5 out of 5. Trusted Reviews giving her an 8 out of 10. IGN have given her a 9 out of 10. It varies. I mean, it doesn't vary, but game reviewers have said it's like fucking amazing, but I mean, I don't find it interesting. You play as the hunters and the monster. 4 people are. I think is it 3 or 4 hunters? It's 3 or 4 hunters. You're hunting a monster. There's one player who's the hunter, the monster. Sorry. And this monster's huge. He's OP, but the hunters are really OP as well. So it, all right. The battling on it is quite fair. It's a fair battle. There's no the monster isn't OP over the hunters, and the hunters aren't OP over the monster. It's a jumpy game. I'll give it that. I like jumpy games, but this is what's been really said about it. It's a sturdy shooting and enjoyable platforming, in a sense. What else has been said? It's coordinating with pals can be a hoot. Daisy, the adorable Dino Dog AI tractor. A tractor? What am I on about? Tracker. That's basically a tracker. That's what that is. And then you have the bad things. Action can be frustratingly chaotic. All 16 maps are bland. And they're indistinct bowls. Basically, the maps haven't had very good reviews. That's what I'm saying. Then, really needs to be played with a mic, so you can hear sounds. So if somebody doesn't have a microphone, then you're fucked, basically. It's just me and James left. We got one guy to kill. 2v1. He's over there. I'm just gonna try and concentrate on this for a second, because we are playing ranked play right now. And we're on the grind. Yeah, 2014 was bad for gaming. It was named the worst year for gaming. So me and James just won that battle. Would I buy it? Would I buy Evolve? No, I wouldn't. That's what I'm going to say. I wouldn't buy it. There's been a lot of controversy between the game, like, what was it? Wasn't it day 1 DLC as well? Something like, I hate that. I hate when fucking people do day 1 DLC. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's I hate day 1 DLC because that basically means the most of the fun stuff is in the DLC then. And they basically make you pay for the DLC. That's what that's all about. Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised because it's the creators of Left Dead. And apparently they are making another Left Dead game. It's supposed to be in the works. It's supposed to come like 2018, something like that. Should be good. Should be a really good game. I can't see why it shouldn't be a good game. Microtransactions, also don't like those. They're pathetic. Yep. I'm not fond of day 1 DLC or microtransactions. That's what that's all about, really. Is there any other reviews I want to talk about, or any other games I want to talk about? I want to talk about this whole thing with Treyarch. The Call of Duty World of War sort of rumors and all this bullshit. What do you think? What is your opinion on it, Joe? What do you think is happening right now? Yep. 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 Mhm. 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 Yep. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So what Joel has basically said here is that but fans again are demanding this Call of Duty World War Two. I mean, I've demanded it because it's fucking, I loved World War. It was probably the second best World War. World War. It's the second best Call of Duty, in my opinion, because it had a lot of good things. Like always Modern Warfare 2 will always be my favorite Call of Duty. That was where I had the most fun with the intervention sniper and all of this other jazz that they had in Modern Warfare 2, which made the game entertaining to me. Basically, Joel's also said that we have had Treyarch was gone from the Cold War, which was a good change. Instead of, because they know they've done, they did two World War games, to like World War Two games. So they done the first one, which was Call of Duty 3, which was a terrible game. By all means, it was fucking shocking. And then they did World at War, which was a massive improvement from Call of Duty 3. It was probably the best Call of Duty ever. You had two games. In 2 years, there were two good games. You had Call of Duty 3, which was a terrible game. After that, you had Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, which was introducing the Modern Warfare trilogy, which was fucking insane. It was probably Modern Warfare 1 was probably just as good as Modern Warfare 2, if not a tiny bit better with the multiplayer region. I felt Call of Duty Modern Warfare's campaign was better than Modern Warfare 2. I feel as if we had two good games, Modern Warfare, World at War. Then it went on for Modern Warfare 2. We had a third good game, third year in a row. Then after that, we went to Black Ops, which was a good change. There was the Cold War. They had to do something different. They couldn't do another like World War game. Which was, Black Ops was a good game. Everybody liked it. Zombies was back in it. It was something fresh. The maps were different. I think Treyarch really slammed that game into the ground, and it made its place on the Call of Duty franchise. But then we had what did we have after that? We had Modern Warfare 3. It was an okay game. I'll give it an okay rating. I mean, it wasn't awesome. It wasn't as good as Modern Warfare 1 and 2. It was definitely the worst out of the trilogy. I felt it could have been better. I felt it could have had improvements. The multiplayer could have been a lot smoother. It was still a good game. The campaign was terrible. I'm gonna say that. It was a very bad campaign. Modern Warfare 3. And after Modern Warfare 3 we had Black Ops 2, which was going into the future. I think Treyarch... Black Ops 2 was a good game. I'm not saying it wasn't a good game. It was definitely better than Modern Warfare 3, but I also felt that Black Ops 2 also had its bad terms as well. I mean, the multiplayer was could be a lot better. It was dodgy. The multiplayer was, it could be dodgy in its ways. That guy is fucking unbelievable. We got 3 people alive. Oh wow, that guy's name is X Videos, Joe. If you don't know what that is, that's basically a porn site for anyone who doesn't know what that is. Yeah, so basically, we went from Black Ops 1 was a game that was in the Cold War. It was different. I enjoyed it. Black Ops 2, it went to the future. Not too far into the future, but it was in the future. Wasn't it like 2020 or something like that? It was 2025. Yeah, it was pretty shocking. No, it didn't make any sense. You know, it was like 10 years from now. I doubt we'll have that kind of technology in 10 years. Oh yeah, it's a multi-billion-dollar franchise. Yes. Yep. Yep. There's a lot of stuff that has been made, but it's just too expensive to release. Yep. Yeah, the transition was bad from Cold War to the future. Yeah, they do have Cold War sections in there. Yep. It was definitely a bad choice. I don't think it was a good idea to go from there to the future straight away. I mean, it was a bad idea. I'm gonna lose this round now because I couldn't find that guy. He just disappeared out of nowhere. We had Black Ops 2, which was not as good as Black Ops 1. Then we had Call of Duty Ghosts, which I don't even want to talk about that game. It was a fucking failure of a game. And that was by Infinity Ward, who were like the best COD creators when they were creating Modern Warfare, but they just did not succeed with Call of Duty Ghosts. And there's an explanation to that, because the whole Infinity Ward team was basically laid off. They all went to Respawn Studios, which are the creators of Titanfall. It was like most of the Infinity Ward creators went into there. And are we gonna win this? Our team is dead. No, okay, we lost that. That was bad. I mean, it is a bad game, and after Call of Duty Ghosts, we now have this Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which is even further into the future. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. I like Advanced Warfare, but we just need to go back to the olden days. You know, there's still a lot of sections of history where they can make stories out of. You know, they've completely missed Vietnam. Like, completely. Vietnam would have had an awesome game to make. That would have been some awesome gameplay in the Vietnam section. I felt like they could have made more of a story in the Cold War, and they could do World War 1 and World War 2. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It would be quite dangerous to do World War One. But you don't know what it would be like really until they done it. Yeah. I mean, this whole conversation was basically fucking hell, these guys do not die. Jay got dropped, I got dropped straight away. Unbelievable these guys are. Oh wow, I got dropped him. You know, I think it's time to go back to the old history. The old history. World War One, World War Two, Vietnam. I wouldn't mind them making a Vietnam game. That would be amazing. Obviously there's a he's up there, there's a 3-year cycle now. Do not try to, I told him not to do that, and he sold out. He had a sniper, he had an ASM one. What was gonna win, mate? Come on. You know, there's a 3-year cycle now between creators. You got Infinity Ward, then Sledgehammer Games, then Treyarch, then back to Infinity Ward. So when Treyarch make this game now, they have 3 years to make their next Call of Duty game. I mean, it's a good idea in a way. They can finish what they do next and then go straight to the next one. But is it a too long a gap? 3 years is a while between each creator. It was 2 years. They did have a 2-year cycle, but now it's a 3-year cycle. It could go both ways. It could be a good idea, and they will create more precise, more accurate games. I think Advanced Warfare had like 5 years in game development. I think it was 5 years. Well, that's because Sledgehammer had, you know, time to do it because they were still Infinity Ward and Treyarch going back to back with their games. But I think it's time to go back to the old history. Yeah, back to basics. Take it back to basics. Make Call of Duty how it used to be. That is what they need. Because people are crying out for remakes now, and we don't want too much remakes, but we do. A lot of people are wanting the remakes because they can be made in HD. Infinity Ward want to bring their industry back up by creating a remake of the trilogy of Modern Warfare for the next gen consoles. I think that they need to do that in order for them to get back. Yeah. 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 They should definitely do a remake. After that game, they need to bring out a game that fans love. They need to make the fans realize that they can do the job. They failed in making Call of Duty Ghosts. They failed tremendously. It's a game that nobody wants to speak about ever again, but I feel like they can make a difference. They can prove to us that they can do it by remaking the trilogy for Modern Warfare, and I think that would be a good idea. Yeah, and the new Battlefield Hardline game, that's going to be a big improvement from Battlefield 4, indeed. Battlefield 4 was not a good game. I still enjoyed it, but it wasn't a good game. Xbox 360 was terrible for Battlefield 4. It was shocking. It should never have came out on Xbox 360. It was bad. So I'm gonna end it here, guys, because we've gone on for 40 minutes. I'll link all of the reviews that we've talked about in today's talk show. So I'll see you next week for the next Talk Show Tuesday.